AI search is a big deal. Is your website ready for it? That's what we want to help you find out. More and more people are using tools like ChatGPT or Perplexity to search for information. And even those that use Google are seeing AI overviews in a lot of search results. That means if you want your business to keep being visible in online searches, you'll need to move a step beyond traditional search engine optimization, or SEO. You also want your content to show up in AI citations, which is where AI search responses cite your content as sources for its answers. That way, even people using AI search might still be led back to your website. Problem is, how can you know if your website is optimized for AI? And if it's not optimized properly, how can you fix that? I'm going to answer both of those questions in this video. So, how can you tell if your content is AI ready? To begin with, you can go straight to the source, the AI tools themselves. When you put your content through ChatGPT or a similar tool, you can ask it to summarize that content and give you the main takeaways from the page. You can also ask it if the page seems reputable based on the content in your website as a whole. If the AI tool responds with an accurate summary and confirms that the content seems reputable, great, you're on the right track. On the other hand, if it seems to misunderstand certain aspects of your content, or if it seems to doubt your reputation, that tells you that there are some things to work on. In that case, you might ask it to do an audit of the content and give you suggestions for improving it. The more optimized your content is, the higher the chances are of it getting cited in AI responses. That's why I'm going to use the rest of this video to talk you through 5 pro tips for getting your content AI ready. The first way to optimize for AI is to create valuable content that addresses search intent. Hang on, you might be saying. That doesn't sound like optimizing for AI. That just sounds like creating good content. And yeah, it is, but that's just it. AI tools tend to cite content that provides a good user experience for humans. So, optimizing for those humans is one of the best ways to show up in AI citations. That means you should write content that's genuinely helpful. Consider the search intent of your target keywords, give users the answers they're looking for, and be sure to explain why it matters and what your audience should do about it. Another effective way to earn AI citations is to make your content structured and easy to summarize. Have you ever gotten a pack of gummy bears that's been left in the heat for too long, only to open it and find that all the gummy bears have melted together into one giant blob? That's kind of how it feels when you visit a page and all the text is combined into one giant paragraph. No one likes reading content like that, which means AI doesn't like citing it. To improve your chances of getting cited in AI responses, you should organize your content into a clear structure with things like headings, bulleted lists, and images. Make sure your headings are clear and your body copy is concise. That makes your content easier to read, and it also makes it easier to summarize, aka it makes it more AI friendly and more human friendly while you're at it. Also, you should be sure to keep your content freshly updated. AI tools really like fresh content. That means if you have a blog post that's been out for 6 years, it might not do as well when it comes to AI citations. The AI will just pull newer pages from other websites instead. If you want that blog post to have a decent shot at appearing in AI responses, you'll need to update it every so often to keep it fresh. Of course, it's not just the content itself that impacts your AI citations. Schema markup is another important factor in optimizing your content for AI. If you don't know what schema markup is, it's basically code that goes on your website pages to tell search engines what those pages are about. It's already a good idea to use schema markup for traditional SEO, but it's even more important with AI responses being added to the equation. Schema markup gives AI tools context for what your content is about, making it easier for them to determine if your content is relevant to a particular query or prompt. That gives your content a higher chance of being cited. Like if you add a video, you can include schema that has more details about the video. You can add schema for not just videos, but products, how-to content, events, reviews, and more. Finally, you should use your website content to signal your company's unique expertise. An AI tool might give you answers without citing its sources, but when they do cite sources, it's because users are looking for something that AI can't offer them, something unique to humans. That something is known as EEAT, which stands for experience, expertise, authority, and trust. In a nutshell, EEAT is about having a uniquely trustworthy and authoritative insight into a topic based on years of experience. That's something AI can never have, since it doesn't have personal experience like humans do. For that reason, when AI responses cite human content, they'll often prioritize content that demonstrates a lot of EEAT signals. To integrate those signals across your website, try things like featuring customer testimonials and case studies, including content author bios with relevant credentials, and, like I said earlier, keeping all your content up to date. Even something like original research pieces or expert quotes can bump up the authority. Well, there you have it. There's your guide to making your website content AI ready. Of course, there's always more to learn about AI search, from how it works to which searches AI overviews tend to show up in. We've got all that info available on our channel in past and future videos, so be sure to subscribe and check them out. That's all for me though. See you next time.